Today, I want to talk about why your voice matters in times of change. And we are in times of change. If you've been paying attention to what's going on in the world, if you've been following this YouTube channel and some of my videos about outer planets, their cycles, what's happening, we are in times of shift and change. We are in times of breakdown, and we are in times of creative as things break down, we're creating the new. So truly creative, and opportunities to step into new possibilities, new solutions, even as we notice old ways and things that we used to rely on kind of breaking down and falling apart. I'm Marina Ormes here with your Astro Vibe for Wednesday, July 19th. And today the moon is in Leo. So yesterday the moon was in Leo. The day before the moon was new in Cancer. And so after the Cancer new moon, we've had this Leo moon energy. Cancer new moon was about feelings, inner process, how energy is moving and changing and healing inside of us, coming to the surface to be felt. And then that moon shifted into Leo Monday night, bringing in the energy of self-expression and sharing outward the energy that has been moving and unfolding on the inside. So yesterday I talked about embodying self-expression, what that looks like, why it's important right now, how it's part of your self-care process and your self-care challenge that we have going on this whole moon cycle that begins with July 17th. So the energy of Leo and the moon in Leo is part of that bigger cycle, which is part of bigger cycles, right? And Pluto going into Aquarius in January, and some other outer planets shifting in 2024, 5, 6. As we go forward, things are gonna, the energy of the soup that we're in and the qualities around us is really going to shift. And so check out some of my videos in the 2023 playlist to learn more about that. But for today, we're looking at this Leo moon energy. Again, the moon moves quickly through signs, so it really gives us a peek at the mood of the day, right? The feeling, the vibe of a given day, even within the bigger picture of an ongoing process. So things that are unfolding over time are going to have a certain flavor on a particular day. And that's what the moon reveals for us. So that's why we pay such close attention to the moon in these videos, is because it helps us understand the mood of the day, which helps us be more in alignment, feel more peaceful about whatever's going on, because it makes more sense in the context of the bigger pictures, the bigger picture cycles and the moon cycle. Okay, so with the moon in Leo, early morning, like 3-something a.m. my time, I'm in Pacific time, the moon passes by Mercury. Okay, Mercury is the planet of communication. It has to do with ideas and thinking and words and how we share words, particularly how we need to express our voice, because Leo is the sign of expression. It's a sign of moving the energies that are on the inside outward, of sharing them, of expressing them, of shining our light, of sharing who we are, sharing what we're learning, what's important to us, what we're becoming. And so today there's such an important opportunity to think about your voice and what you want to say and who you need to say it to and how to say it in the way that is most true, most authentic, most effective. In other words, it's no good if you say it as complete truth, but nobody listens to you, right? So sometimes we need to choose our words carefully, or choose our timing carefully. Maybe we want to set the stage before we, launch the difficult truth that we need to share. So there's lots of factors that go into sharing your truth. And why your voice matters in times of change is because you are part of humanity. You are part of this bigger evolutionary process. And so as these outer planets make these shifts and things unfold that we might see as sort of the bigger historical picture of the times we're living in, the news headlines that happen to be, showing up as we go through the months, the years, the time that we're in, what are the issues of our times, right? The situations and circumstances that we're dealing with on the collective. And then you as an individual person have a role to play in that. And so we together as human beings are co-creating the future that has not yet arrived, right? So take, for instance, issues of climate change. If you feel powerless and decide that there's nothing you can do, and you just feel that sense of all the negative, right? If you're only feeling the negative, you shut down, you don't respond, you don't act with speaking your truth, or participating in some way that is a part of the solution. So in other words, you don't have to have the whole big picture of the solution. You just have to do your part, which is quite frankly not different from your own self-care. So when you are taking care of yourself, you are able to be living your highest potential, right? Right? You have your energy, you're able to be creative, you're experiencing ways that you can make a difference. And I just emphasize that there's not only one way to do that. You might be doing it by talking to your neighbor. You might be doing it by having a particular conversation, or doing something in your work that helps to share your truth, right? That helps to communicate or convey how you find meaning in life, or how you understand things, what you think is important, what you want to see happen, what you're doing to support that, to align with it, and to take little tiny baby local action steps, because everything that's positive, even if it's small, is contributing to the kind of future you want to see. And so if the future hasn't arrived yet, it means we still are creating it, right? We're still shaping it. So imagine if you were making a statue, like a little figurine out of clay, and you kind of got some shape to it, but the detail hasn't been filled in yet, right? Why would you say it's going to be terrible if you haven't finished it yet, right? You still have the chance to shape it. You're not done yet. You're in the middle of the process. So that is what we need to remember as we think about the future, think about our role, and how we can share our own truth, your way of seeing things. And it may not be convincing someone of what you think is important, right? It might have to do with listening. Maybe you need to listen to, why does someone else have this opinion, or why is information that should be getting out there why are people not taking it seriously? So start to get curious, like listen more, ask more questions, and in that curiosity you might find a way forward for you to share your truth. Okay, so that's enough for today. Thinking about what you need to say, who you need to say it to, how you need to say it, and why. So that's why your voice makes a difference in times of change, is because the future is not yet determined. We are in the middle of the process. We are still creating it. There might be certain opportunities that we've already passed by, but there are lots yet to come that we haven't made final decisions about yet, right? That still have this possibility of change, of new discoveries, of new solutions, of new thinking, new perspectives, of people healing, of people listening to each other, right? Whatever that might look like, and however you are participating in that. All right. Thank you so much for listening and for being here. I so appreciate you. And I would love to hear what's showing up for you, how this is landing, what you think, what you're noticing about your own voice and your own truth, and how you can share it in baby steps in your tiny baby local, community, or family even, right? Like sometimes you don't know where those doors might be opening, and sometimes even the ones right in front of you are closed, and that's okay. Go around it, go somewhere else, look elsewhere for where you can make a difference. All right. Thanks so much for being here. I'm Marina Ormes. You can learn more about me at astrologyheals.com. Thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button right now. That really supports my work. I also have options down below for supporting this work through donations, offering a tip, etc. And of course, your subscribe, your sharing with your friends, your comments, your likes, all of that helps. So I appreciate it. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you next time here every day with Astrology for Unshakable Self-Care. Bye for now.